Starting the stream, starting the stream, starting the stream, starting the stream, starting the stream. You're off key, anime freak. That's because my voice is gone from the other night. It's not in tone. As you ate Tootsie Rolls. That was a bad idea. Let me share the. Sorry, the cameras are. Yeah, you're not going insane. The camera is on this side now. I keep looking. You guys are over here now for the time being, and my mic is way over there. I hope you can hear me all right. Then again, Anime Freak is so loud you can hear him across the state. So. Okay. Hang on. Let me share it. Let me share it to Facebook. By the way, I'm looking down here because I have my Huon tablet set up, and I can see infinite me's. Well, you can see what I'm seeing because it's a display capture. But, yeah. I'm currently using a mouse in combination with a one of these pins. It's black, so you can't really see it. Sorry. Here, use my hair up there. There we are. There's a pin right there. I keep looking down. Excuse me if I keep looking down. I'm waiting for people to show up. I'm also sharing to Facebook and Google Plus and stuff. There's gonna be spit all over this screen. It's gonna be all over the screen. It's gonna be horrid. I have to clean it. I got my microfiber cloth. I'm gonna go through those like hell in the future. Here we go. Share that. And there we are. Okay. Let me get the chat in order. Not that anyone has chatted lately. There we are. It's a midnight drawing stream. Yes, Anime Freak plays Krita. The file is called Not Saved. It hasn't been saved. There's a little calibration mode down there. There's all my paint brushes below me, right down there. Well, actually, these are not paint brushes. They're paint brushes, you idiot. There's a myriad of things as you can see right here. I'm gonna use my pen right now. You have the eraser. You have the small eraser. A big one and a small one. That's very important because. Shut up. And a soft eraser, a very soft eraser. It only erases very, very soft things, which is why I can't touch it. We also have the technical pin here. What I have selected is that the ink brush? That's the basic brush. That's the basic brush. Okay. So what should we draw first, huh? What should we draw first? What should Anime Freak draw for the first time on his stream? This thing works as a mouse. You just use like a pen for a tablet, that sort of thing. It's the same thing. Way more sophisticated though. Anybody? No one's chatting anything. That's what I was hoping to do. Is draw things you guys suggest. You guys are probably outstoned from Halloween right now. That's all right. It's technically All Saints Day right now. The 1st of November. Yeah. Let's draw. 1st of November. What can we draw? Let's draw a turkey. Watch me turn into a nuts and balls or something. Here we go. We're going to draw a turkey. First, we're going to sketch it out. Okay, that is the wrong brush for this. That is the wrong brush for sketching. I have the pressure sensitive brush right now. That's what I have on. So let's get the pen. That's too big to sketch with. There we are. Let's reduce the size to, let's say, 9 pixels. If you're wondering, this is a 1000 by 1000 sheet that we have before us. Fairly standard. There we are. So we're going to make a turkey. Okay, we need a head. Every turkey needs a head. Or, they're birds, so maybe not so much a head. And we have this stalk that comes down here. Stalk. It's not a stalk, it's a neck, you idiot. There we are. Like that. Big body. We need a big body to draw the outline of the featherings. The featherings, a little more. The bra that they have there. They don't have a bra. You know what I mean by that. I hope you know what I mean by that. It's the large quiffle. The quiffle? The quiffle? What's wrong with me? I can't talk words today. It's the large bit of feathers in their ass. You know what I mean? The peacock. There we go. They're peacock. I want to see a peacock. Get a general gist of how we want this to flow. Get a concept of how we want the perspective to work right there. There we are. And we just want a general beak impression right there. Not actually drawing the beak. We're just getting an idea. We need those... we'll draw all the Whittle Waddle locations in a bit. Let's see here. Is he going to be standing or is he going to be sitting? Well, I have his wings out like that. You start doing this thing. Oh, I'm drawing that face on him. I'm so drawing that face on him. Oh my goodness. If you're wondering why I'm not seeing, if someone is in the chat right now, I can't see it because I can't. It's a display capture. So let me see. No, no one's here. Okay. Talking to myself. I'm insane. It's official. Okay, so what's really cool about this is that you can create new layers. See this right over here? This is to create new layer. No, that's duplicate, you idiot. This is new layer. Plus. The plus sign makes another layer. And so we have our basic shape. Do I want to draw the feet on this layer? Actually, I want to draw that neck out a little bit more. There we are. This is sketching. This is how you not fuck up so hard when you draw. I fuck up real hard all the time when I draw. So let me see here. Bump, bump. And another layer above that. Transparent layer above it. Yeah. That is something that you can't do in real life. In real life, traditional art, with it, we have a piece of lead and a paper. You're used to sketching light, you know, making circles, just sort of gesturing the shape. I'm doing the Indiana Jones thing here. No, anyone who's seen Kingdom of the Crystal Skull knows what I mean. You sort of sketch that in. You sort of get the basic gist of what you're going to do. You know, it's like building a model. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. That's a good way of putting it. Building a model of what you're about to draw. And the huge advantage with digital drawing is that you can just directly do tracing paper. Tracing paper is fuck all expensive. Especially the tracing table, the light underneath it that comes up. Anyway, feet. feet, people. And since we're doing another layer, we're going to color code this differently. And since we chose blue, let's go with some shade of orange so we can color code this correctly. There we are. Okay, so now my brush is loaded. I just spit on my screen. Use my finger. By the way, if you're wondering what this is a glove that lets you glide your hand against the screen without damaging it. I don't have a screen protector because I broke the damn thing trying to put it on. Story of my life. And so let's see here. Footses. Footses, get some turkey feetses right there. I might want to put this layer underneath the previous one. Just get a basic idea of how I'm not good with turkey anatomy. I'm just drawing from my head right now. There we are. I'm not good with turkey anatomy. There's some people are, but they are not among us. They are in prison for reasons that I'm sure you can make a joke about, but I'm not gonna because I'm not a pervert. There we are. There we are. There we go. There we go. And we don't draw the third toe in down here because we want to be able to get fill it in. We're not gonna draw the third toe down there just yet. We're not gonna do that just yet. We're not gonna do that just yet. Someone's gonna tune in right now. Doing right now. They're going, is he doing another parody video? Is he doing another parody video? Just fill that in. Just fill that in. Little hat strokes. Little hat strokes. Let's take that layer, like I said. Put it underneath there. There we are. Now it's beneath there. Now we add another layer. And what we're going to do now is we're going to try and get the blacks in. Yeah. We're going to get them blacks in. Can you hear? Can you hear what I'm saying? I don't know if you can hear me. We're going to get those black lines in. Sort of. We're going to make that fade. Actually, you can do that in gray. There we go. Tap, tap, tap. That's what all you're hearing right now. Make it a little smaller. There we go. Get a bigger gist. And you see that layer's beneath. The fuck did you just do? Oh. There we are. There we go. There we go. Erase. Erase. Big erase tool. There we are. That's not a big... Oh, yeah, right. There we are. It's a pressure-sensitive erase tool. There we go. There we go. Back to the pen tool. Not back to the... Did it reset it? Fucking did. Don't do that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. There we go. There we go. Reduce that down. That's the problem with changing pins. 9.33, I believe it was, that we were on. Yeah. Now make it a little smaller from the size that we sketched at. It's a little too small. Let's try a 6. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Get that in there. Confident lines. Confident, shaky lines that make people think that you are a chronic alcoholic. And you're not a chronic alcoholic. You can stop anytime you damn well please. There we go. There we go. You just don't want to. You just don't want to. And we can draw past the beat because we don't have to leave the space free for it to be clear. See, my problem right now is I'm trying to get used to the way that yeah, you see how that line, I meant that line right here to be curved, but it's not curved because I'm not used to the way the thing responds to my motions. When I'm drawing, I can just do a quick, wah, and I don't have to worry about how it responds because the technology is not interpreting my movement. Anyone here? Anybody here? No, nobody's here. Don't do that. People can see my porn if I do that. There we go. There we are. Keep that little wireframe like thing. Actually, I like that. I like that. I like that. This is not so bad. Get a confident line. Why is it so hard to get a confident line when you are drawing digitally? I don't know. It's not the technology. It's me trying to use the technology. I'm very unused to this. I did go to art school, but I'm not used to not being able to turn the page in order to change it. So I'm trying to get that around my head that I can't pick up this. Well, I could pick it up and turn it, but I can't because I don't want to risk damaging it because it was very expensive. And it's very precious to my future. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, and I can do this. I can do this. Let me see here. Okay, follow the lines. How do I want these wings to go? Maybe like this. By the way, if you're wondering, these lines are not the final lines. We're finding our concept here. Let's see here. We haven't even zoomed in yet. And see what I'm doing is making curved lines to simulate closed feathers on a bird and sort of feather them. Feather them later on. We'll feather the feathers. I'm not being redundant. It's what you do. There we are. Here we go. Here we go. We want to fluff his butt out. Give him a badonkadonk. Chicken legs and badonkadonks. Oh yeah, baby. Give me that badonkadonk. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Bob Ross never talked about badonkadonk, did he? No, he did not. No, he did not. No, he did not. That's probably for a damn good reason. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know if you can hear me. Microphone, you're way over there. I tried moving you, but I didn't feel like untangling all the cords. Cordless age. Motherfucker. There we go. There we go. Connect these lines back up. There we go. Kind of sketch it in. Sketch it in. There we go. Getting a better gist of what we're trying to do here. Now we go back to the beak. Kind of like that. And so we refine it based on the lines we made previously. They were kind of giving them a dopey look right there. They're kind of, ooh, ooh, what? Thanksgiving? What do you mean Thanksgiving? Oh, I thought it was Halloween. Oh, God, no! You got 22 days, pal. 22 days from now. There we are. There we are. Is anybody there? Nobody's there. Nobody cares. That's alright. That's okay. Only you need to care about your art. And if you think your art sucks, which most artists do, and you see now, see what I'm doing right here? On this side, we had them go over the, because it's the top of the wing. But now that we're looking under, because the lead feather that we are looking at is the tip one right here, right there. And so, yeah, that dictates the whole thing right here. See, this one is on top right here. I'm trying to describe, I'm not very good at describing things. Really, Anime Freak, you're not good at describing things in an articulate manner? We would never fucking guess. 3 years on this channel. There we go. There we go. Let's see here. And give a vague outline of his waddle, which, believe it or not, it is called a waddle. I don't know who named it. George Waddle. George Waddle named that little thing on the nose of a turkey. It's there because, no, it doesn't house his testicles. It's there. It's because nature's fucked up, man. It's very fucked up. There we go. There we go. Getting better idea. So let's give him. Actually, let's extend his head. Let's get the eraser tool. We're on 6.64. Fortunately, with those points, it doesn't matter too much how Okay, careful. Pressure sensitive. I'm just not used to pressure sensitive, like at least like this. Okay. I just heard a bang. Kitties. I heard a bang. What did you do? They're probably blowing up the house. Planning to, at least. Okay, back to that. And it defaults the pin. There's probably a setting that will save from tool to tool. There we go. That's close enough. We're in the 6 range there. There we go. Let's extend his head up a bit. Because we're going to need room for his eyes. After all, this is not an anatomically correct turkey. I think anyone who looks at this and thinks, that's exactly what a turkey looks like, needs their head examined. Because it's not exactly correct. So let me see here. See here, we need to fluff this out. Like so. Follow the direction of the feathers. And try and match this line. Like for instance, I'll show you. You know, flick this line up like that. And if you form an imaginary line connecting these two, you can see they kind of... well, this line isn't straight, but they form a complete shape to one another. Is what I'm trying to do. Like this one to this one over here. And this one is not going to anybody because he is not the final line. This one will be going up to this one. There we are. And I'm going to get rid of that real fast. Not that line, you idiot. Undo. Undo. There we are. That's another thing that's amazing about digital art. So you can just hit a button and undo the fuck up you just did. It still blows my mind when I do art on a computer. It's just like, holy shit, how'd you do that? Settings. Let me see. This is actually a configure critter. Let me see here. Tools. Okay. Keyboard shortcuts, canvas, input settings, display, color management, general settings. So tools. There we are. Switch color, auto select modifiers. Kinetic scrolling needs restart. No, I don't need to restart any of this shit. I'm not abandoning my turkey. I can't abandon my turkey. It loves me. It loves me. It knows my name. It doesn't actually know my name because it's a turkey and it probably doesn't understand any language at all. Here we go. Here we go. Is anyone there? Hello? Anybody there? I almost vomited. There we go. There we are. Here we go. Let me see here. Got some little flip lines. That's okay because this is not the final. I'm trying to decide on how I want to do this. Because what I'm implying right here is the different color bands in the tail. You ever seen a turkey up close? You ever see a turkey up close? You ever see a turkey up close? And then we want to imply these lines. No, not yet. I'm going to do different shades of yellow for that one. Okay. Planning my next move here. I want to identify where I'm going to put the eyes. Right there. There we are. And on this side, there we are. That is two. That is goggle-eyed. That's not goggle-eyed. That's stupid-eyed. Okay, so what did I fuck up right there? I'll show you. Look, here. There we go. Through in there. Up, boo. Ba boo ba boo. Back here. Find a way to keep that memory in check for that particular tool. Seem to be doing pretty good. There we are. And where we go. Rise that up. Connect the line. And there we go. There we go. He's got a little... God, he looks stupid. God, he reminds me... What is all that noise? Hang on. Kitties. Kitties. What is all that noise out here? What is all that noise? Are you wreaking havoc in hellfire? Sorry about that. They got into the boo bags. So I gotta grab my phone. They got into the boo bag. I made these little boo bags for Halloween. You know, I left them out on my porch, you know, for people to just grab one and take them home. No one came to my house to trick or treat. I know some of you live in McKinney. You missed out. You missed out on a boo bag. Look, it says boo in the back right there. There's a ghost face. Ghostface killer, motherfucker. Anyway, back to the turkey. There we are. There we are. Okay, so let me think about this. How am I going to proceed? Got everyone out there thinking, Anime Freak, do you do this every time you draw? Yeah, I fucking do. There we go. No one's here. There we are. Turkey. I'm not so good with cartoon characters. I usually draw. I usually draw other things than cartoon characters, and no, it's not what you think. Over here, we're going to change the opacity. There we go. There we go. Change the blue line opacity to even lighter. Take the feet, make that. Okay, we now have our guide, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. No, I don't want to preview that page, motherfucker. Okay, now we get into black line territory, ladies and gentlemen. Black line territory. This is where all the shit gets real. And we start with the face. I'd start with the face, at least. You can start wherever the fuck you want. Start with the balls. No one's going to give a shit. Okay, this is way... Okay. Okay, hang on. Hang on. This magnifying tool in this program is a little weird. There we go. Get our little hand tool that moves things around. Get into a good, comfortable position right there. Spread your legs. You know, if you're a guy, make room. Or if you're an average guy, don't make room. There we go. Get our tooly brush right there. There we go. Oh, now you remember the pixel size we selected. Oh, excuse me. Let's see here. Maybe a little smaller. No, we need the brush. We need the brush. And now we need... That is too large for a brush. Really? Really? Okay, okay. We changed tools. It's okay. And use a 5.7. There we go. See here. Start with the right eye or left eye. Left, right eye. That is wrong because I didn't make a new layer. And see, this is the sort of thing that would have fucked you over if you were doing this with ink. You would be screaming your head off going, no, no, God, those minutes and minutes of work fucking ruined by an idiot, i.e. me. So you do this. And I hit the button on the pin. That's why it stopped. Thank you. There we go. Much more connected. It's kind of square. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. And let me see here. Like, we'll start from the top and work our way down. That way we know how high it's gonna be. There we go. There we go. Those are not identical. Oh well. And you see what some artists would do right now, they would just select section and copy, paste, reverse, that sort of thing. I'm not going to do that. That's cheating. That's cheating. How dare they take advantage of the technology before them? We're young whippersnappers. I remember, I'm going to draw the wall now. I remember when I was a kid and I wanted to draw turkey testicle faces. Well, I had to get out my art set and actually had to plan the motherfucking thing out. And you see a little pinching off there. That's not the effect I want to do. That's as close as I'm going to get because of my lack of finessical experience. There we go. Up so and like that. And because we want to hook it around, because the idea is that it's resting over the edge of the beak like this, we're going to make this little hook shape like this. That. If Anime Freak can pull it off, not being used to that. Okay. There we go. And no, Anime Freak did not fuck up because that, ladies and gentlemen, is where the turkey's nose is. Ha ha! You thought I was making a mistake. I was not. I fooled you with my genius. Okay, and now we extend. Oh, careful. Extend the beak, being very careful. Not to fuck it up. Dip it down. Because we want to produce a gawky effect. Not a gothy. A gawky effect. Gangly. Gangly motherfucker. Gangly ass motherfucker. And if you're worried about the perception, we need to tailor that off. But that will do that when we do the line touch-up phase. That's right. There's a line touch-up phase where we go through all the lines to make sure that they're the right thickness in relation to one another and all this different shit. I'm not there. I can't just whip it around like I do when I do on paper. I'm not there yet. I'm relearning everything. I feel like a child at school. Is anyone there? Anyone there? No one is there. Hang on. Hang on. Elemental said he wanted me to draw. Want to see me draw. Elemental, I'm on Discord. Fucking wake up, motherfucker. You home? Additive, praise the load. Discord, I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, I submitted one once to one of those little loading things, and I said stroking cock, and it said rejected. I don't know why. Live RN doing art. I am doing the art. I am doing much many the arts, as you can see. I am killing the arts and doing a successful at them. Shut up. I'm now going to make the more 3D-ish effect. Continuing from the nose we establish. There we go. There we go. He sort of has a little shaped beak like that. He's like, oh. There we are. No! No, don't click that shit. Oh, God damn it. Okay, hold the pen where you're supposed to hold it. I'm used to holding my pencil way higher up than most people do. Here we go. Draw. No, you change colors. Do not change color. That's it. There we go. Drop. I drop. Oh, it's right. I forget this tool saves that. This pad saves that. It saves the. It's got a color history on the bars right here. Is that behind my head? Fucking is. Can't see what colors I'm selecting. I'm sorry about that. There we go. Okay. There we go. Eliminated. Eliminated. All right. There we go. There we go. And that does not look like a beak. It looks like a lip. Birds don't have lips. Some birds have lips, but most don't. Those birds that do have lips, we don't talk about them. Because they're evil and unnatural. They're full of shit. Lip birds are full of shit. Shit. Not shit. They're not full of shit. And we want to have this sort of fluffle of feathers like this. Still not yet. I know my tips are rounded. All of my tips are rounded. Are your tips rounded? Yes, they are. You're just unaware of that. How lightly am I talking? Let me see here. Let me see. Yeah, like that. Here we go. Around. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. My tests are proving positive once more. There we are. Who's watching, by the way? Is it one person that always shows up but is always quiet? Very quiet. He's gonna kill me. One quiet person's gonna find me in the night and kill me. Oh my God. I'm finally reliving my fantasy of being in misery. I'm a strange person. Here we are. Anyway, when we're drawing and we're doing shit, we need to be quiet and careful. And we need to make these cheekbones. Because yes, birds do have cheekbones. Need to make them taper that off. Taper that off like that. Round it. And there we go. There we go. Does not look right. No, it doesn't. Shut up. I know it doesn't. I know it doesn't, okay? Well, we want this line to be thicker up here by the eye, though. There we go. Multiple thicknesses on lines. It's starting to look like as the French would say, la mer. It's an art term. It is. It is. It is. It's an art term. It is. I know French. I'm smart and have a big brain. Just like this turkey has a big fucking head. Like so. Confident line. All the way down. Like so. And we taper it off. I hate this. I hate this. I try and taper off and it looks like someone pinching off a turd. There we go. There we are. There we are. Oh my God, it's getting worse. Okay, let's stop that. That's a feathering, not a taper. There we go. There we go. And so do we want this turkey to have eyebrows? I think we want the turkeys don't have eyebrows, Anime Freak. I know they don't have eyebrows. It's a fictional drawing. It's a caricature of an animal. For fuck's sake. Some parts look more realistic than others if it's caricature. Shut up! Those are the people that aren't there. I talk to them a lot. They talk back. Here we are. Here we go. Here we are. So, like so. Actually, we can do this. Make him look worried. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean, Thanksgiving is coming? What do you mean Thanksgiving is coming? I don't want Thanksgiving to be here. The last time I saw my uncle. It makes me feel depressed to think about Thanksgiving now. Well, what do you mean? They do what on Thanksgiving? Oh my God, no! No, man, no! There we go. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna find these lines using our eraser. It's not cheap. It's tradition. It's a cheap ass tradition. There we are. There we are. Find that line. Match the eyebrow shape. Yeah. Yeah. There's some feathering behind there. Feathering, that's stuff that ties you down. There we go. Make that a little larger. There we go. Watch. This is the one stream that YouTube takes down. There we go. What? He's drawing a turkey. I did not approve this. Kill him. Kill him with the microfiber cloth. I spit on my screen. There we go. Microfiber cloth. This is the advantage of a screen that does not respond to your skin. There we are. Galvanic skin response. Skin. Something off about that word skin. Skin. Taper the lines. Taper the lines. Taper the lines. He looks worried. He's a worried turkey. Oh my God, no, I don't want that Thanksgiving to come by, no. Oh my goodness, Lord. I remember when Thanksgiving was like a new thing. I'm that kind of old turkey. There we are. Got that line selected at last. We need to move ourselves on down, scooch our paunch down here. Okay, paunch is a dirty word, believe it or not. There we go. I know Jake used it in Adventure Time a lot, but it's a dirty word still. He also said doggy bag. You know damn well what he was referring to there. There we go. See, my hand is shaking. Tell me, do your hands shake? Yes, they do. Well, Mr. Bond, seems you can't draw a turkey at all. Okay, next time they do a James Bond parody, I want that to be the torture they do to him. Make him draw a turkey. You know, put his hand on a piece of paper and just do the outline. We all did that in kindergarten. Like, this is going to be a damn sight better than putting your palm on a fucking piece of paper. It's not going to look pretty, but it's going to be better than that. There we are. There we go. There we go. Anime Freak learns to draw all over again. I went to art school and shit. Oh, God, that looks hard. Let's give him a little more personality. No, it kind of looks like a skull to me, though. So let's give him a little more personality with some feathers up here. Let's erase some of this. I just eliminated that. Okay. Here we go. Erase some of this lineage. There we go. Go back. Pick that up. No, I don't want that much. I don't want that much. I'll lose control. I'll lose control with my scuttlage. My pressure. Can't handle that kind of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, man. Okay, so I'm going to move my hand up like this. A la Disney art style. And as soon as I invoke the name Disney while trying to draw, I'm going to fuck it up royally. That's what happens. Never invoke Disney's name when you try and draw. You will summon little demons of fuck you. That's how that works. They will fuck up your art. Because they're vindictive and shitty. Shitty little demons. Shit demons. The kind that haunt Mel Gibson. There we go. That. Give him a sort of Donald Duckian hair. Not Donald Duck. His nephews. Yeah, you know what I mean. Huey, Dewey, and the other one. Okay, I made myself laugh. Sorry. There we go. There we are. It's a bit thicker than I would have liked. There we are. Get that in control. Get your brush under control, anime freak. I refuse to control my brush. It's just too huge. I apologize for that. Or I don't. It all depends on how much you pay me. There we are. There we are. There we are. I'll apologize for anything. You just gotta pay me first. I'll apologize for that. I'll apologize for World War II. I wasn't born yet, but if you pay me enough, I will. Right off the bat joke. Let's give him some eyes. Now, should he look directly at us, or should he look off to the side? I think he should look off to the side. Given his head position is like that, relative to you, yeah, have him look off to the side. Out over here. There we are. There we go. Lighten the brush. Like so. By the way, this is what professional animators use. These sort of pads. Except theirs are way nicer. In fact, it's not even funny how much nicer they are than the one I have. They're worth like several $100,000 or some shit like that. Like mega expensive. That's fucked up. No. No. And again. No. There we go. I'm going to try that again. It wasn't large enough. It wasn't large enough. That's what she said. Maybe I spoke soft enough. You guys didn't hear that. I'm going to assume you guys didn't hear that at all. Okay, I'll touch out that line and finish. There we go. Got some eyes working on there. What I'm going to do now is switch over to the eraser. Here we go. What I'm doing right now is building this in like that at the same angle, hopefully. Do the same thing. And what is Anime Freak doing? Has he lost his goddamn mind? No, he has not lost his mind. He is a genius. He's a mad genius, but still, he is a genius. There we go. Watch this. Connect. There we are. Don't have to worry too much about the thickness of the line, so long as the Watch this, guys! I'm good at this! Oh my god, I am the good. There we are. Down into there. Like so. Because the eyes are going to be filled in black. I really should be practicing better line control. But I'm lazy. There we are. There we are. Color this in. I could use the fill tool, but I'm getting the finesse down here. There we are. There we go. There we are. And the pie eye slice style is coming along nice. I'll have to zoom way in order to refine that line. Because I don't quite have... By the way I did those old drawings that you see in some of my old videos is that I would draw it on paper, scan it, and then trace over the lines with this guy, a ball mouse. Many hours were spent trying to get one line right because I couldn't move my thumb in the right way. That's why my thumb is the strongest organ in my body. Well, second strongest organ in my body. The first is my tongue because I use it so much. But talking is what I meant. Damn it. There we go. Here we are. Just checking on, see if anyone's there. No one's there. No one's interacting. No one has any feedback. That's why the turkey's worried. Good God, the video sucks. Call this a live stream? Live stream deader than most zombies. Here we go. Okay, so I think that face. I like that face. I like that. I like the way that looks. I like that. I like that. I don't like how these lines are like right down here, because when I'm actually, you're not supposed to sketch lines out like that. What's irritating me is the tapering on these lines. Oh boy. So they're all balled up right down here. Yeah, you see how these ones are tapered down? Yeah, let me fix that real fast. I can do that. Precision. 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 Apparently I am pressing too hard. There we go. There we go. There we are. Don't lift your pen too far away, because then, and also this, it is dripping too far off this way. Yeah, that's way better, like that. You know, it's a really amazing just how little changes. Let me try this real fast with that default brush size. It's really oh, that worked nice. It's really amazing just how little tiny things like that, the tapering of lines, can really add or take away from your drawing, depending entirely. I don't have the eraser selected. There we are. Just like up here. Taper. Oh god, that's too much. That's too much. Push too hard. There we are. Finesse. No, don't start right there. Here we go. Here we go. No, here. Here. There we are. Okay. Using this pad can really tax a computer's abilities, and the line's still shaky. That's the result of me shaving it instead of drawing it with confidence. And I just filled it back in what we erased. There we go. There we are. There we are. At least make it a little consistent, considering how shaky it is. I do not like what I've done with the hair up there. I don't like what you've done with your hair. Okay, so let's use the actual direct zoom thing right here. Okay, now we can see individual pixels, okay? That's a lot more helpful. Good. Good. Let's select our eraser. Select our eraser. Go back to the pen. There we are. There we are. There's another thing that's irritating you right here. Let us eliminate the irritations of Anime Freak. Here we see him struggling to understand the concept of a pencil. Outside. Less so. Ah, that is much better. No, no, it is not better. It is too much. It is too much erasure. What are you doing, you stupid American foolhardy? There you are. There you are, my Frenchy baby. There you are. You're getting better at this. You're getting better at this. You're getting worse at this. Fuck you. There we are. Here we go. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. We draw it in. We draw it in like a monkey. We draw it in like a monkey. I'm going to do my my Oscar voice here. I'm going to do my Oscar voice. Someone call the Red Sofa people. They need to know I'm doing the Oscar voice. Delilah, or whatever your name is, I forget. Why don't you give me money? I need money in order to buy things that you can't have because they're mine. There we are. There we are. Yeah. Yeah. Instead of a total thing. Yeah. Add some dimension, bitch. Oh, yeah. There we are. There we go. Art. 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 Those of you who don't know, those are the Muppet Martians. Thank you. Everyone who didn't get that, thank you. Yes. Except for that. That's a square. There we are. Get rid of that one dot. Yay! Yay! Let's look at our turkey face. Oh, I don't like that Thanksgiving's coming. It makes me nervous. Oh, Mr. McGivens, am I gonna have to participate in Thanksgiving? Oh, he didn't answer. Oh, there we are. Pen. There we are. Crack my back. Get back in the zone. Get back in the zone. Put a safety net of a certain pixel range up here. That's a good way to put it. It's a safety net. That way you don't put down too much pressure. Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. I know what I need. I know what I need to steady my hands. The contents of my boo bag. Yes. To steady my hand, I shall have candy. This is a wise idea at midnight. Here we go. Oh my fuck. Look at this. We have a bat. Oogity boogity. Oogity boogity a bat. Rubber. Nice color though. It blends in. It's invisible now. It's an invisible bat. There we are. There we go. That's what's inside there. If you'd come to my house, you're gonna have all this cute shit. Look at that. It's not candy. It's just toys I threw in. Look at this. Look at this. These are condoms. Balloons. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. It's a balloon. It's a balloon. You can do shit with a balloon like this. Like this. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what is known as overloading the mic. So let's see here. What we got here? Ah, Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. Cherry flavored. It's a cherry flavored Tootsie Roll. It's a fruit chew. Chew that fruit. Chew that fruit. Don't take that out of the context, please. Thank you. I never had one of these before, actually. It tastes like Dayquil. No one's all that good. I spit on my screen. Please don't be sticky. Please don't be sticky, syrupy. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to spit in the $20 that they make you pay for the skein cleaner. The skein. The skein is the surface of a screen. Yes, it is. There's that one guy out there who watches this 10 years from now, and he says, "No, it isn't." And I say that immediately, counteracting his argument. Disarm his balls before they even get off. Fuck do I mean by that? Anyway, art. Nerd. I spit on my screen again. There we are. I'm just gonna leave this here, right in arm's reach. There we are. Okay, so now we want to draw the body, like so. Like so. We'll make it look like it's just gliding off. Just gliding off. Just gliding off. And remember, we're not drawing skin, so it can be a little rugged. There we go. We're drawing a turkey. Drawing a turkey. These are like little feathers. Little dewdrops of feathers. Little dewdrops of feathers. But on the big tail, because the big tail feathers do have a... It's not like a jumbled surface we're trying to represent. It's an actual thing, and they are single feathers. There we go. Have another one like this. And another higher one. Like that. Confident lines. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Why are you singing about silver and gold? Silver and gold. You avoided that question just by restarting the song. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. These don't look like feathers. You're an idiot. I know why they don't look like feathers. Hang on. How many times can I go back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we are. This is why they don't look like feathers. Because I didn't follow a basic shape. I'm trying to do individual feathers at once. What the fuck was I thinking? That's not how it works. Look at this. Okay, so like this. When you want to draw a big plume like that, I forgot this rule. Because I'm an idiot. It depends entirely the overlying shape, and that is not a shape. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a spider turkey. It's a spurky. We've drawn a spurky. Looks like a spider's ass. Okay, let's eliminate that line altogether. So what we want to do is come down. Yes. Okay, so like that. Yes. Because it flays out. It flays out like this. The turkey's ass. The turkey's ass flays out. So what we want to do is this. Sort of up and then down. There we go. Now it doesn't look like a spider's ass. It looks like an acorn's ass. It's an acorn turkey. It's an urky. And I also forgot on the tail of a bird, the middle feather, there's always a middle feather, is like the guide feather. Like in a fan, when you close it. The fans don't have that. What am I talking about? I don't know what they're called. They're like those big fireplace fans. They're not really fans. They're like German. They're like one sheet of... I'm trying to describe this again. Anyway, I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. I'll draw it. I'm always better when I'm communicating through art anyway. So let me see here. Come down right here. See what I mean? You have this one central guide feather. The center feather. So what I can do now is follow the lines from the center feather to sharpen up. There we are. Safety net was not engaged. I'd like to point that out, and I totally forgot it wasn't, so I thought I could press all the way down, and I couldn't. Yeah, there we are. There we are. Safety net is now engaged. Drawing carefully. There we are. And there we are. We have our center feather. Touch that up. There we are. And from these, off from the side, we can create our other feathers. Now we have our center feather. We can get rid of the side feathers altogether. It's a good size. It's a good size. When a woman says it's a good size, it's a nice way of saying that it's small. Learn that from mole rats and life experience. Life experience of watching mole rats. There we go. Sorry if I'm getting quiet here. This is when Anime Freak can actually focus is when he's drawing. There we are. That. And what we're going to do, let's come off. That. Safety net not engaged. You're making it look like everything's made of turds in there. Not. There we go. Default size. There we are. Up. And down. And then I want to continue that line down and in, out. Sort of taper towards the middle. Because all these feathers are placed on a smaller muscle shaped like that on the turkey's ass. Directly attached to his ass. His ass muscle, if you will. His uscle. And so let's start on the other side, actually. Draw toward yourself, idiot. You guys like me to sing? Do you guys mind if I sang right now? You know, if you have me on in the background and you don't expect to hear music, I think that's pretty fucking funny. The idea of, they see that's not high enough. Me just suddenly singing, silver and gold, stuff like that. I know exactly what I can sing that would really off-put someone who isn't expecting it. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world. I'm an asshole. There we are. There we are, lying down. It's not too bad. It's very good. Draw. Damn it. Draw away from. Draw towards yourself, not away from yourself. Do that because the human brain works a lot better when you're moving your hand down like this, doing a counterclockwise motion with your hand, as opposed to doing this. Your brain's like, well, fuck, what the hell are you doing? That sort of thing. Gets confused. You lose it. You lose it. There we are. You lose it. Artists aren't supposed to go insane. They're just supposed to lose their fucking mind and start wondering why they shouldn't be allowed to kill people. Every artist has thought that. What? Tumblr is a dark, dark, dark place. Here we are. Okay, this is... I'm being overly critical on myself, aren't I? Could have done this a lot easier. Trying to figure out how to do this on this pad here. The pad, man. It's the pad. There we go. There we go. Anime freak, I do declare, you're starting to get a better hang of this pressure nonsense. Maybe. Maybe not. It depends. I think you're gonna do a right job fucking it up later on. Making yourself some particular level of sad. Let's see here. Got the guidelines that we take these down here. A lot of layers. A lot of layers in there. There we go. Okay. Build it away toward myself. There we are. Just go ahead and make the rest of those lines there. Even them out because I'm not used to the pressure sensitive thing. There we are. If you're used to the pressure sensitive thing and you're watching me do this, it's probably driving you fucking crazy. Seeing it, someone who's not used to this system try and learn it for the first time. You know what I mean? Someone's like, oh, I'm a freak! You do this and it does that! But I can't hear you because I don't have my headphones on. 1, 2, I haven't looked at the comments for a while. There we are. Go from the point and down into there. Point and like there we go. Point and that there we go. Actually, in this case, I think the wobbly lines make it look a little more consistent of a character, because it's like, oh, he's all shaky, that sort of thing. I think that works. One thing that does not work is this line down here. Our previously shaky lines. This erase. Is it a different layer? Yeah, it's a different layer. Huh. Okay. Here we go. It's going to make filling a lot more difficult. Line filling later on. It's alright. Let me see if I can do this without yeah, I can't. Let's see if I can do this without lowering the pixel size for this. Can he do it? Oh, he fucking can't. There we go. Mm-hmm. See if I can taper these lines off a bit down in here. Let's see here. Let's erase some of this stuff. That's a different layer. Back on his tail, last layer. That's the wrong layer. There we are. There we are. Now, the point of this stream is that I'm gonna do my best to draw this all the way to the end. Like that previous layer. Fix this line up a little bit. There we are. There we go. And now we go back to the tail feather layer. We'll start on this wing down here. Let's rotate our way down in there. There we are. So how do we want this wing to go? We have several ideas. But a real wing kind of has this tucked up feeling. So let's see here. Let's start off with that. And that's an eraser, you idiot. There we are. So it's like this in and then out, following the line of a wing. This is going to end in a feather. Actually, maybe I should have just drawn like that from the beginning. Then again, it'd probably be a much larger canvas that I need. Let's see here, like this. I'm going to try it like this. I'm going to try it like this. Never be afraid to experiment, he said, remembering college. There we are. Yeah. Zen that comes to me. You know, when I'm not pissed off at myself for fucking up like that. There we go. Yeah, come on. Consistency. Consistency. There we are. I think the feathers get more numerous. As we get into the center, we can fix those lines later. There's actually another layer of feathers just above the primary ones. Like so. That's not good. That's not good. Let me try. Let me start from back here. Happy little accidents. There we are. I think that's more in keeping with how the system here was meant to be used. Fountain pen style. What do you all think? Anybody here? No one seems to be here. Again. There we are. So let's connect them. That was too hard. You lost your faux G, as it were, which is a real fake word that I made up just now. There we go. And sort of cap these off. Not like that. It's an actual cap that you just put on there. Closer in, maybe. Maybe I should get closer in. Yeah. There we go. There we are. Open. And down. And there we are. Wonder if I'll get 29 seasons. fuck up. Yeah, that's too much. There we are. There we go. There we are. It looks not shit. It looks much more not shit that way. Little turkey lurkey baby, going around being an asshole to everybody, 'cause he's a douche. There we are. Go over to the opposing side wing. If you look to your left in the opposing side wing, you'll see a turkey looking in out the window. This is perfectly normal. You know, if you're high or on LSD. See, I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that contour. Should have done that better. Should have come like an oval shape overall, and I didn't do that. It's alright though. I think I got a solution. Yeah, I do. Here we go. Yes. There we are. That is on this layer right there. There we are. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is, here we go, use another set of feathers. Coming up, another set of feathers. There we are. Although, it's a bit much. There we are. I'm lifting my pen every once in a while just so I can do that, because if you don't do that, every stroke counts as an undo. I'm going to make it look wavy. These are very unkempt feathers. That sort of thing. Come up every once in a while. There we are. Because after all, domesticated turkeys are flightless birds, meaning that they do not have to keep their feathers in such good condition. This is why chicken feathers are often shitty. There we are. Yeah, I think this is a nice solution. Let me connect that up a bit. This is so later on that we can fill in the blanks, as it were. I like this line. I really like this line right here. If you can see that, I think my head might be blocking it, but that's alright. It's alright, you'll see it later on. I like how that came out. There you go. Careful. There we are. Connect this up. There we are. I like that. I like that. Let's work on this other wing here. Remember to stop before we get to the neck this time. So let's see here. We're doing like this, like this. He has his little thing up like that, his little pinion portion of the wing. Let's do it like that. Yeah. And see why I just called it a basic guide? Doing that wing that way. So right about here, I feel like his feather should start. Here. There we go. And looking at the other side of the feather, so like that. And add some character to this section of the wing. Let's do it like this. because we did that. Maybe we should do it the other side. Maybe not. I'm thinking not. However, it does look a lot more like a hand than a fucking wing. How can I fix that? Splay side! Of course! Why didn't I think of that? Because you're an idiot sometimes, Anime Freak. That's why. There you go. There we go. If you guys are out there wondering, does Anime Freak talk to himself this much while doing art? Yeah. The answer is yeah. Big fucking yeah. See, I need to complete this line. That's what was so off about it. So here we go. Kind of has this feathers splayed out right there. There we are. There's a general shape. Extend the black line. A little bit more in there. Fill in the line there. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like that. Yeah. So let's go back up here. Connect the big back feathers to the little connector feathers. It's an old artist's trick. If you can't draw something, cover it up. Yeah, everyone knows the technique. You know what I'm talking about. Just cover up your mistakes with your composition or stylization. Liefeld knows what I'm talking about. Rob Liefeld, creator. Never mind. Here we are. Over to the side. There we are. Erasure, because I do not like the tip on this particular little feather. Erase that down. Start from here. There we are. That's better. That's way better. Connect that. It's a little mechanical. Let's connect this a little more. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody here? Nobody else is here. What do you think, people? Black and white or full color? Black and white or full color? I just realized. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I need to do something here. You know what I wish I could do? I wish I could integrate layers. See, this layer right here is good. Yeah, that's all right. Oh yeah, I can do that. I can do it that way. I can just color it in the old-fashioned way. I don't have to use the fill tool the whole time. Although gradient filling would be nice to do. I can do that selection thing. Wait, let me test that. Select and fill. Which is these? What is that? Outline selection tool. Oh, that's how they do that. Let me see how this works here. Okay, we selected a layer. Let's select a color. Color we previously used for short time. Get the fill tool in here and dip. Yep, that's how that works. You see all those lines right there? Shit. Yeah, shit. I hate the fill tool anyway. It's stupid. Let's forget about the fill tool. I don't know how to use it properly. Anyway, let me think. I'm thinking about future bits at the moment. Like how to color it. Should have done it all in one layer. Did not do that. Okay. Krita, I looked it up, and Krita has an issue where it has trouble reading the pixels when it uses the fill tool. So they looks really crappy. You're not careful. this, ladies and gentlemen, these two separate layers I did here. Well, three, as you can see, two for this outline right here. I really, really, really should have done this all in one single layer, because now it's going to make it a little more difficult to color it. I can do it. Oh wait, I'm going to do an under layer. Never mind. Thinking old school, anime freak. Thinking old school. This is technology land. This is technology land. You don't have to worry about that shit anymore. You don't have to worry about the staying inside the ink lines and not damaging the ink lines. You can draw. You can just. I'll show you. Show you what I mean. Look. Another advantage to digital art. You can just paint underneath an outline. Look at that. It's fucking amazing. Still blows my mind to this day. Because you couldn't have done that on a tracing. We could have had several layers of tracing table. Look down directly above it and sort of paint underneath it. But then it wouldn't look right if you try to compress the layers. You have to film it the same distance or photographize it or compose it or put the. What is the term for putting images behind each other like a Megamind? Like the different layers and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know terminology. I'm an artist. I'm a starving artist. An artist starving because you can't draw anything to earn money. There we are. Okay, I'm thinking of. Go back to my outline color. About a new layer. Don't need to do that. Okay, what's the click again? Alright, right. There we are. And remove layer. I'd use my keyboard, but it's way over there. That's the one thing I didn't move. So let me see here. It's on that layer. Do it on this layer. Okay. Alright. Drawing the feet. When I'm drawing the feet, in this case, first I'm going to go in a more maneuverable position right there. There we are. Get those feet up, girl. Okay. What I want to do is be very careful. Yeah, that was too much. Okay. So what I want to do is not make them look too realistic, because we're not going for a realistic turkey. See, that might be too fat. Yeah, he's a skinny turkey. Or maybe a bottom heavy turkey. There are bottom heavy people in the world. You know? Yeah. Have the toes start all the way up here. Give them that distinct bird-like featuring. I need to switch back to my eraser tool, because at this point it's easier to erase the lines to the right thickness and so forth, rather than hitting undo, getting rid of the line entirely, and starting over completely. Yeah, there we go. I can correct this now. There we are. Looks a lot better that way. And we're not seeing the other toe because it's turned this way. Hope that effect is coming across. If it's not, well, I fucking failed as an artist. There we go. Damn it. Push down too hard towards the end of that line. Oh. Slight dizzy spell there. The reason I did not start that line over again is because I liked this section right here too much to risk having to redraw that again. Plus, in traditional art, you can pick and choose what you want to select down like this. We shave down. And this is simulating that, and I find it very useful. There we are. Very thin top of the leg. Very thin back here. And I need to simulate. Looks like that leg. That leg doesn't look flat. It's alright though. Yeah, it's alright for the time being. It's alright. Let me pull out and see. Always step back from your work and see how you're doing. That's too much. This is not pulling back. This is seeing every square. This is not pixel art. This is not mosaic work. It's not mosaic work. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Center. Center. There we are. Ooh. I actually like that. Like that. Yeah. Look at that. As I liked this bird. As I liked this bird. He's a nice bird. There's one feature that we need to add. Color details. Color details. And since we're coloring from underneath like we established, I can go ahead and make another layer for these coloring details. What I mean is guides for where I'm going to put color and not. Not guides, but lines. Like, see, I'm going to make little white tips to his feathers. Follow the outline of his feathers. I'm going to draw up like this in this case. There we go. One day. This is where we can add some dimension. If you see, I'm changing the direction of those to give the illusion that the feathers are turning over in a cone shape. I really need to practice basic shapes again. It used to be really good. Keyword used to be. So out of practice. 5 years. 5 years of sitting on my ass in Ecuador. Doing see what I mean? Doing absolutely fucking nothing. Except making YouTube videos. There we go. Since we're following the cone, we don't want it to be too drastic. There we are. Here we go. There we are. There we go. And on the wing, well, turkeys don't really have that on the wing because they're turkeys. They don't need decoration on their flightless wings. They're actually really small for their size. It's the big splay tail here that's sort of like their horns during a rut. So what I'm going to do is add some more detailing. This is, after all, a feather. Let's see here. How do I want to do this hatching? Down, down, yeah, down. No, up, up is what you really want to do. It's a feather, and they're all little different parts are actually going upwards like this. So, like this. There we are. Bit mismatched. That's okay. Start off light at the very tip and get stronger as you come down to the base of the quill. In fact, you know what? I really dislike this right here. Get rid of these. Actually, I like this pressure thing now that I'm being forced into using it due to my own forgetfulness. Cross it. That was too much. There we go. And to make it look like a real feather, offset it like this, you think? do you think of this? Might be a little too detailed. Yeah. Yeah, it's not it's not gelling with the rest of the picture here. Especially with, especially his face. You know? There we are. Awesome. Hour and 25 in. How far have we gotten? Pretty far, I'd say. I'm plaguing myself over how to do these details in the feathers. Oh? Oh! Ah, of course. I forgot. Feathers. Feather. I missed the center line. I need to connect I need to go directly through the vertical sections. And they can be a little off because of the rotation of the feathers. It's okay. Now we want to turn in. Not like that, because we missed the apex of this line right here. There we go. Like that. There we go. There we go. Same thing here. Nope. There we go. There we are. I made a move to go to the undo out of reflex, apparently. There we go. That's too much. That's a little off center. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. I think it does. What y'all think is important too. Doing tree trunks right now. What you all been thinking. It's not going to be blue turkey, by the way. Let's see here. Speaking of color, we're at the stage where we should lose that line. Because I think we're done with it. What do you guys think? Let me pull out magnifying tool. You guys think we're ready to color this? I do. I'm confident with coloring this right now. Create a layer underneath. What color should we go for? Definitely a brown. And we with painting, at least traditional painting, you always want to start with the darkest color first. Although, yeah, darkest color first. So let's try, what shade do we want to put this in? Ah, darker red. Because believe it or not, turkey feathers are more of a ginger color. You actually got like a real turkey feather and you hold it in your hand. Not the female, but the male. One of those tail feathers are actually a kind of a slight burnt orangey red. At least the turkeys that I've come across. I'm not sure what variety you guys would have around you. Okay, so this layer. There we are. And from this. See, I don't have to be precise with these lines that are inside, because I can create another layer and paint over that. But for the time being, I just want to practice precision. There we go. There we go. These ones, I'll be here forever if I try and be precise with these lines. And let's make this a little larger, actually. Yeah, there we go. We'll have the option now. It doesn't like the transition between the two sizes very well. That might be a pad program conflict. Happens. You just make little shapes in here. I'm playing Agario right here. Raw, color the turkey, Agario. Is that Jacksepticeye? Playing Color the Turkey Agario. People know what I'm referencing there. Go. And because this is a separate layer, I have the benefit of going back and erasing my overlap. That is parts of coloring, like right there, that I just did, where I got outside the lines. So when the teacher would come over and say, John, anime freak, could you color inside the lines, please? And I would turn to her and go, why, Mrs. Johnson, fuck you, I'll draw where I want! And I was kicked out of kindergarten. Run. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, carry me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. You guys ever see Brother Where Art Thou? It's a good movie. There we are. Remember, this is just a base layer. Because it is a cartoon character that we're going for, we don't want to do more than, I would say, in this case, maybe 2 color layers. Reason being is that we do more, it looks more realistic, and then you're getting to 3D shading into what is clearly a 2-dimensional design. If you look at a lot of Disney art, you'll notice that even in the live-action movies, there's like two tones of shading. Like you have the main character tone, that's always that color, at least in that one scene, and then you have the shadow coloring with slightly darker. I forget how they achieved that. I think they just painted a slightly different darker color. Fuck, they did this. They did like what I'm doing right now. They did it, but it was a single layer of paper, and then they had to trace over it with a transparent sheet of what was it? Cellulite. Celluloid, you idiot. Celluloid light. It was printed on celluloid light. And because turkeys kind of change color of their feathers when they get towards the head, because they start to lose feathers up around there, start to get a little bald. It's kind of a myth that they're completely have bald necks. It's just an exaggeration. Like it really stops. See where I put these feathers right here? It's kind of where it stops. The feathering on a turkey, right around where the head is. And by the way, turkeys are not nice. The male turkeys, they're fucking aggressive. They will eat your skull. They'll eat your skull for a living. That's what they do. They come in, they punch in, they eat skulls all day long, and then they punch out again. There we go. This is why people praise the fill tool, but I can't get it to work right. So for the time being, I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. Look at that bird. That bird is delicious. Let us go back and zoom in to the shangers. You know what I mean, the shangers. You don't know what I mean by the shangers. The shingers is a term that they use because I do not use my words normally. I have trouble with my words. Shit. I did it too large. Pressed down too hard. There we go. See what I mean by an advantage? By having a different layer underneath. I'm not damaging the line work now. The way I used to do this, I would constantly have to worry about my line work and not damaging it. Because I would be tracing over directly on a single layer. And that is not a advisable tactic because you risk bleeding into line work. And there's some more fiddly little dots of pixels right there. Not anal retention. That's where I'm going to be coloring white. Because they have white tips to their feathers. Like Native American headdresses of the East Coast. Of the East Coast, I can't get specific about tribes because I don't know tribes. I do have some Native American blood. However, it's nowhere near enough to qualify for anything because blood quantums and so forth. Excuse me, 15%. Let me see here. There we are. Damn it. There we are. Went too far on that one. There we are. There we go. Carefully in the line. Stay within the lines. It's a famous Joker line. You gotta stay within the lines. Bob. Don't forget. You are my number one guy. There we go, carefully. There we are. Oh, I can just go through right here because we don't need any of that. At least in this section. Use our hand tool, move it over. Just go around what we painted in. Some people say it would be a stylization. Oh my god, there's a show I haven't seen in a long time. The Class of 3000, does anyone else remember that? It was based on that rap. No, he wasn't a rap artist. He was a blues, jazz artist, musician. Anyway, it had an art style that was wow. Unfortunately, the rest of the show was not so much the wow. It was fairly standard, so people didn't really catch on to it. It was trying to be visually interpretive of music, like Fantasia. It had dialogue, it had all that stuff. It had the hyper energetic blonde girl character. Blonde here, I'm just fill that in. That's all I remember about that show. Really. All the kids in that show played different instruments, and they had to learn to appreciate the sound, as it were. Get the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. I'm just remembering off the top of my head. I could be totally wrong about that show because I just have glimpses of it from when I was young, stuck in my head. You know, so anyone out there remembers the Class of 3000? Tell Anime Freak in the comments, what was it like? Do you remember it well? Do you remember it ill? There we go. Do you remember it sucking? Do you remember it being offensive? I remember there was a small contingent of people who thought it was offensive. Mainly because of the portrayal of I want to say it was for reasons of race. Cultural representation, I think, was the issue surrounding that show. People getting uppity about all kinds of things. Seeing all that stuff around me all my life is why I don't take censorship seriously. I do not care about censorship. However, I am aware that certain people do not like to hear certain words. I'm not mean about it. I just don't think that what goes into your sensory your senses should control you so much. You know what I mean? Let's pull back a little bit from the face before we color that. A little bit in. There we go. Maybe that's enough. Maybe it's too much. Okay. So let's get up here again. Brush. Select it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Get back into the groovy. You know, everyone, when they hear the line groovy, they think of Ash from the Evil Dead. I almost said Army of Darkness, but he said that line in. He said it in both, but he said that line in Evil Dead 1 or 2. No, it was just one. No, it was two. No, it was two. You know, for the longest time, I thought that Evil Dead 2 was a remake of Evil Dead 1, like a real starting off point for Army of Darkness. In a way, that is true, isn't it? I think that is. But anyway, the reason I brought up groovy is that I think of that Scooby-Doo Alien movie, because Shaggy has a song number in that one. No, I'm not kidding. He has a love ballad in that movie, in that Scooby-Doo movie, and I remember just, what the fuck Shaggy is singing was my response. Well, in my head, I was a kid, so I didn't actually respond like that, but I might have swore in my head. There we go. It was so surreal. What's really weird is that Shaggy actually can sing. Sounds just like him talking, but it's he sang a song, and the main chorus was "Everything makes me feel groovy" and stuff like that. It was weird. It was weird. It was awkward. It wasn't cringe. It was on that weird sort of edge between cringe and weird, and it was just, you sat there and you're by yourself watching the movie and you look around hoping someone is there so you can react to it, but they're not there. You're all by yourself. You're stuck with Shaggy singing a song about a woman who's actually an alien come to Earth thinking it's still the 60s because the communications delay in Earth transmissions. See, I'm bleeding into that beak. Am I? Not really. Alright, clean up the line there. Careful. Advantage. Oh, no. What am I doing? There we are. There we are. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is add another layer and select the lighter version of this. So how about that? I think that'll work. Yeah. So let's try it. Let's try it. Get on the face first. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. On top of the eyebrows. That's so. Gave a little bit of shadow in for his hair. Maybe not. Maybe that's overthinking it. I think that sort of shading is overthinking it, actually. So that means this coloring in might have been a waste of time. There we go. Maybe I should. You want me to bum brush this? Probably can. Just do that real fast. Hang on. You know, I've seen people live stream drawing like this. They can do everything that I've just done in an hour. They can do like 5 minutes. I'm sitting there going, oh my god, why? Same thing when I see people speedrun Outlast. I'm like, ah. Imagine Markiplier sees his videos and he goes, ah, as well. How the fuck? What is the world record on Outlast these days? It's like 2 minutes. No, it's not like 2 minutes. It's not that. Not that. It's not like the whole game takes place. You can probably, if you play, like, oh, let's see here. Maybe 8 hours, I think Outlast is. The first one, I think it's 8 hours. If you really, really know what you're doing, you can blow through it in maybe 5, maybe 4. Like, if you don't stop, you know exactly where to go. You know exactly what the computer AI is going to do and how it's going to react to what you're going to do. You can probably blow through it. Yeah. Yeah, because a good deal of that game you spend hiding. Also, there is a way, if you know what direction the CGI character, the AI character is going to move, like you know how Chris would sometimes come down the hall directly in the middle. If you know that if you move a certain way, he's going to turn towards you, you can sort of fake him out, and he'll go to the left, and then you'll shift to the right and run past him. You'll just get away with a scrape on the side of your neck. He won't actually grab you and kill you. He said while drawing a turkey. Somehow getting stuck on talking about Outlast. What we want is just a little sliver of the darker shading underneath him. Like that. And then we want another, just a sliver like that. There we are. I did that wrong. Hang on. There we go. Under the turkey balls, the waddle, we want. There we are. A little bit. Of the darker shade. Like that. That should be sufficient right there. Sufficient. Sufficient is a word now. Anime Freak declares it's a word. When Anime Freak declares something is a word, it so isn't a word. There we are. There we go. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, God. That time I had to. I screwed up the amount of dark shading that I had put in. There we are. Keep that a little uneven. That way it looks like there's texture to his neck. I think this is coming along. Yeah. There we go. Down this way. Extend that. Smooth it out. Let's have this be the area where the light color stops. Have it resume on the other side of the neck where the body is hitting the light source. Like this. There we go. Maybe across the wing. Like that. And there we are. And when I mentioned Class of 3000 earlier, they had this sort of art style for the background that I can never really get over. It sort of like bled the lines a little bit. Well, it was like Jackie Chan Adventures. That's another one that had interesting background art because they would give the vague outline of stuff real fast. Then they would paint it in, purposely off center, offset the color in parts. It was really interesting. I like that. I like that. Then the art designer, was it the art designer? I believe it was. Went off from doing Jackie Chan Adventures to doing The Batman. Now, I like his art style, but his Batman villain redesigns, the only one that I really liked would probably be Clayface. I really like that redesign of Clayface. Other than that, not for me. Just not for me. I'm going to say they're bad. They're competently put together, but they just aren't for me. Let's see here. I think you have a separation of lines here. There we go. Give a rotund appearance because turkeys are some fat fuckers. There we are. You know, turkeys have a Scottish relative. Don't we all? But I forget what they call it. Caracal? No, not caracals, you idiot. That's Africa. I forget what they're called. They're great big Scottish turkey-like creatures. And they're mean. They're some of the meanest birds in the world. They give ostriches a run for their money in terms of they'll fuck you upness. Like, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit how big you are or how big you make yourself appear to be. They'll charge you. They charge horses, they charge bulls, and they're like 4 feet tall. They're bigger than turkeys. They're about the same height as a turkey, even though a turkey extends his neck like that. But they're like built. They're like stout motherfuckers. Like, you get him with a baseball bat and they'd be fine, kind of stout. I think give some light down here. The neck ends right there, which means there'd be some light peeking in through here. Let's continue that idea. There we are. Like that. I liking where this is going. What do you all think? Is anybody here? Oh my goodness, let me check. I want to share this with my friends. Nobody's here. I got notifications from Twitter. It's just I've been mentioned in something. Oh, good. I've been mentioned on Twitter. How nice. Let me see. I think that's good for that. So what I need to do now is give some westward ho. You'll catch my drift. You're over there. For what I'm going to do now. See here. Get that up there. There we go. Still on the same thing. There we are. Ha-cha. There we go. Color on this side of the feather line we put in. There we go. Remember to not have that color touch the other. And for the back feathers, you kind of want a jagged shape that follows the implied shape you gave, like this straight diamond shape like that coming directly on at you. So you just want one side to be colored, just like that. Okay. That. In. There we are. Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey to be our national bird. Nothing wrong with being a turkey. You know, except, you know, being Thanksgiving season and all. There's a lot being wrong with turkey. And by the way, a lot of the stores have started to get their turkeys in. If you want a turkey this year, I guarantee you want to get it fucking now. Reason being is that they're going to sell out fast. At our store where I work, we have literally our entire cooler is just stuffed with turkeys. Entirely. And we're anticipating we're going to need even more. Because of how well they sold last year. Last year, that from what I've been told, they sold out before even the 14th was up. Shit. Let me see here like that. I forgot to taper down. And just sort of disappear. Nah. Went over the line. Follow the implied shape. Actually, there we are. Carefully. Carefully. I'm losing my voice. I blew it last night. I blew my voice. Why won't someone blow me? Sorry. There we are. Awesome. Damn it. That's right. So carefully. Concentrating. There we are. And because these feathers are underneath those, well, do they get? Should they get shading? Because this feather right here is underneath that one. I'm not sure if that means there's going to be light coming through the gap on this feather and these feathers between them. Coming through and hitting it. Very lightly. Very lightly. Taper it way sooner. See how that looks. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes, there we go. Like this. And again, make it even smaller like that. There we go. And over here, make it larger because it's further out. The feather is further away from the gap. There we go. There we are. This one, just make it really light. There we go. Okay. Down here, maybe just a little flick. Yeah. There we are. Move a bit. So, yeah, some right here, because that feather sticks up into the light zone. There we are. Maybe you as well. They're on the side. There we go. Don't want to get carried away. Not too many details. No. Okay, I wanted to back up. There we are. Always back up for a little bit and see how you've done. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. So let me get rid of that. There we go. I like this turkey. This is one cool turkey, man. Let's go back to the face. And I want to add the white layer in last. Got our highlight and our shadow. So let's choose a highlight and a shadow for the beak. I like this as a... Actually, I really like this as a shadow for the beak. So it's not, we don't have to fill in the whole shadow. Got carried away with that with a brown layer. There we go. Follow that down. Come up to this shadow line that we drew earlier. Give his beak some 3D dimension. I know he's two-dimensional, but bear with me here. It is not three-dimensional rendering. I really don't know how to do that. I understand the whole concept of building a wireframe puppet. But other than that, you will have me completely fucking lost if you try and explain to me how to do that. I feel like Gendy Tartakovsky when he came over to do Hotel Transylvania. He had never done 3D art before. Let's see here. Oh, there we are. There we go. Oh, that's nice. There's a little perma selector that shows you the tones up and lightness. Did not notice that before. Let's see how that works. Oh, different layer. There we are. Ooh, nice. Oh. Careful to follow. Oh. Great. Took care of all that. Could have erased that and preserved the line. Oh, let me just go over carefully the lines then, real fast. Give myself some exploration room. Damage control room, if you will. There we go. Like this. Is this voice? Yeah, it's being picked up. It's being Don't you give me the loading thing. Windows. You pull that shit with me. Not now. We have not. Hang on. TRKO1. I am saving this. There we are. I'm saving this as a project in case it crashes and I don't want to have to draw this all over again. It represents time I've spent with all of you. Whoever is watching. The one watcher in the window. The one watcher. There was once many watchers, but now there are only one. And he is silent. Going to the pinkier side of things for a shadow for the wattle. I like that. I like that salmon-like color. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's what you call stressed balls pink. Here we go. I'm noticing not all my pixels are colored in. Some stragglers. It's alright. It's alright. So let's add another layer. Go lighter up. Like that. Looks like a nice lighter shade. It is orange. Yeah, oh. Actually, that works nice. Yeah. Okay. Now let's give some attention to the feet down here while we're thinking about the feet. Everybody likes feet. Who don't like feet? I like feet. Don't tell me you don't like feet. It's not Quagmire. It doesn't sound anything like Quagmire. Okay, I like this as the highlight for this. So we'll put it on. And then paint a layer underneath this one. Carefully. Actually, this might have to be the shadow. Now I'm getting a look at it. I'm so going off the rails. I'll get that erase tool back up. That's not that layer. Paint. Get that missing bit in there. There we go. There we go. I plan to be an animator someday. To be an animator, though, you have to have a real grasp of art. Well, not too strong. It doesn't have to be like, you don't have to be like sitting there painting Botticelli's for every frame. Although I've always wanted to see that. I've always wanted to experiment with that. Like doing a full-on Renaissance style painting with the layering technique and not the blending technique of Vermeer. Well, that will look much prettier. I'm more interested in the overall layering, the stuff that takes fucking months to do. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. Have that be for every single frame. It'll probably be a lifetime project to animate someone moving a few frames, but still, that would be a fascinating idea. It'd be amazing. I don't have time for that. Who has time for anything anymore? Alright, so a highlight from this. Let's go to the beiging. Ooh, that's nice. Nice. Like that. Watch this. Oh, move up though. That. Start back with this leg. And what we need to do is add texture with our shadow, our highlight here. Here we go. There we go. Adding the bands that poultry have on their legs because they're segmented like a reptile's would be. There we are. The skin is segmented. So after all, they used to be reptiles. Long ago, when the world was new. And all that stuff. Yeah, and no shading on the, and no highlighting on the back because it's hidden behind the leg itself. This, however, is a different story. There we go. Another one right there. There we go. There we are. There we go. Put another ring on there. Yeah, like that. Like that on that one too. Actually, no. No. Maybe just the one on this one. Yeah, that looks much better. Much more consistent. There we are. Pull out again. Pull out again. Oh! Oh! Oh, I like you. I like you. I like it. I'm singing a song that I would be embarrassed to know if you knew the tune to. You probably do, some of you out there. That's okay. Okay, it's Care Bears. There, I admitted it. When I was a kid, real little kid, when I like 9 years old, or a little less, I really, really liked the Care Bears. A lot. I might have been a big fan of that Care Bears movie too. Because objectively, I think the second one is a little bit better. Shit. Than the others. Reason being is that it actually does give an explanation as to the beginnings. And a lot of people think it's a bit confusing because in the first movie they didn't talk. Well, I like to explain that the first and second movie are different seasons, or different shows. I think that's a story. Because the TV show Care Bears kind of reset the universe after a certain point. They totally said fuck continuity and went on their own direction. There we go. So that's the, oh god. That is the new direction that movie's based on. Yes, a grown man just told you the ins and outs of the Care Bears movies. I am that kind of nerd. A nerd who can't remember how to add 2 plus 7 without having to really think about it, but can, off the top of his head, remember why Care Bears the movie 2 was different from the first one. This is how my brain works. It's amazing I can walk. There we are. Here we go. Let me see here. Eliminate that foot layer down here. Oh, yes. I like that, bitch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you all think out there? Sorry. What do you all think out there? I like this. It is now 2 a.m. I like this. I'm going to sign it. I'm going to sign it. Oh, wait. Before I sign it. There are some foot details. I forgot about those on the coloring layer. Also right up here. That's okay. Oh, it's not done. It's not done. What am I talking about? I am a crazy person. I am a crazy person screeching in his brain about fuckery. There we are. Okay. Okay. No, brush. There we are. There we go. Okay, that's that layer confirmed. Getting rid of some of the bleed over, the really obvious bleed over at least. Normally I would go over this thing very rigidly, trying to find every last little trace of bleed over I can find. No. Fuck. There we are. I don't want to zoom in that close. I need to be close. I don't need to be that close. Let me see here. Go up to the skin layers that we drew. I believe it's the highlighted layer. There we are. I'm still an eraser. There we are. I was in the hand tool. There we go. Over here, there's some bleed. There we are. Go into this layer again. Get rid of some of the bleed. Really obvious bleed. Pull out some. Okay. Guys, I really like this. I'm not seeing any flaws. One or two. Go into the highlight layer again. Eraser. Pen. Bet I can get this without zooming in. There we are. Yeah. Oh, and right there. Make that gel a little more. Oh, and right there. Work it in. There we go. Oh, and right there. Little smudgy smudges. Right there and there. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like it. I like it. I like this turkey. I like this turkey, Johnny. I like it. I like it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it, Johnny. Okay, like this. I'm going to sign it with my real name. And by the way, if you're an artist out there, what I'm about to show you is not my legal signature. You want to make a distinction between your art signature and your legal signature. I'm never going to show you my legal signature. Lawyer knows what that looks like. Hands down. It's an identity fraud protection scheme. Not scheme, but plan. Oh, before you sign it, get rid of this fuck up right here. There we go. Okay, any more little fuck ups? One that I see. There we are. I am happy with that now. Let me produce a separate layer to put my signature on. So let me see here. and the year. That way I can keep track of my work through the ages, as it were. Much easier to do a retrospective on your style that way. There we are. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Okay. So file, save as. Instead of a KRA file, save it as a JPEG because that's more universally welcome. Warning, saving as a JPEG image will lose information as your file. Quality. Save that. So let's go in. Oh, you're about to see the secret inner lab of Anime Freak Studio, his channel file. Let's see here. Hey! Whatever information we lost doesn't appear to be crucial. It just didn't save it as a PNG, which means that it's all white background fill-in, which is good because on different websites it'll display transparency different ways. So yeah. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. Okay, I'm going to end the stream right here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been the joy of screwing around with Anime Freak. I've really enjoyed this. You all have a very nice night. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like what you saw, hit the like button to let me know about it. And if you really like what you saw, hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss a thing. And I will see you next time. Same channel. You all have an amazing night. And I'm now staring at infinite versions of myself. Also, I realized just how far out the zoom was on the camera. And I'm still wearing the wig. Can't feel it anymore. Maybe I should glue it to my head. No, that'd be stupid. Or I could be a real version of Joe Dirt. No, my life is too sad to be Joe Dirt. You all have a very nice night, ladies and gentlemen. Night.